Hey, Nancy. Hey, everybody. Thank you for stopping by and check out Monday Night Live. I have to adjust the camera just a smidgen there. How's it going? How was your Monday? Mine was had a surprising start to it. So I want to apologize for the fact that there are no weekly videos this week. Apparently, when I attached the microphone, I did not have it securely attached, and so there was no sound. Isn't that excellent? So I am going to do, we're ready to go here. I'm going to do over the next 2, maybe 3 days at the most. I have a hi Cherokee, how you doing? I'm going to I will do like a mid-month update for all the signs, a little quick thing, and then next week on Monday, instead of a weekly, there will be the monthly for the sun sign of Aquarius coming out. So because we're already in Aquarius season, this happens so fast. So time's picking up speed again. So you guys can hear me okay, right? I just want to check my audio. Oh my God. All right. So I'm going to pull cards for each of the signs of the zodiac for the new moon that's happening in Capricorn. It is happening 12 midnight on Wednesday morning, Eastern Standard Time. It is, and then so for most of the world, it is happening before that, I think. I think most of it's on the 12th. But some of us are on the 13th. Oh, good. My audio is good here. That's because I don't have a microphone that I'm trying to plug in here. So I might actually have to go sans the microphone when I do these. Just so I'm not going to spend 24 hours on nothing. Oh my gosh. All right. So, but I do want to talk a little bit about the energy for the next 2 weeks, since I'm not going to be doing the astrology for it. It's a little tense, to say it nicely. And I don't remember when I'm in channel what the messages are. I never really remember. I have to go back and watch my own videos if I want to know what I said. But there was a couple of feelings that I really was picking up in general. And one of them is be the peaceful warrior. And a peaceful warrior is not afraid to fight if you bring the fight to them, but whenever possible, you walk away and you show your strength. You don't run away, you don't hide, you don't act like you're afraid. You show, hey, I can handle this. I'm choosing not to. So there's the energy of that showed up for a lot of signs. And then another thing I was noticing a lot of was the need to self-care, to nurture, to love, to be really gentle with yourself over the course of this energy. Because what's happening is that we have Saturn and we have Uranus and Mars in Taurus are going to, hey Kay, how's it going? Are going to, oh, you stay safe too. So glad you stopped in, Kay. We are going, it is going to conjunct, and the energy leading up to a conjunction is always tougher. It conjuncts so on the 20th. Hey Jen, how's it going? So then it's going to be in a square with Jupiter. And so this is a very explosive energy that could expand. And so it's kind of tense, right? Hey, y'all, hit the thumbs up for me and help me out. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. So, all right. So the first card that came out here, first time we're going to do is Aquarius. You're up first. All right. So Aquarius, let me write down the time. Aquarius at 4:15. All right. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. I'm going to get some cards for you for the energy. Hopefully some guidance around this new moon that is happening in Capricorn. For you, it is happening in your 12th house. Hey, Deb, Denise, good to see you. So I was just talking to Deb on the phone. Sorry. So 12th house, it's kind of like your philosophies. It is those dreams that maybe you put away that you didn't need to. And hey, Cherokee, if you could remind me to, Kay, I will pull a card for you if I remember. I will write it down so that when you're watching it, you can look for that, okay? Thanks for stopping in. So what is it that you really want to do, Aquarius? It's like a long-held dream, a philosophy, a goal. Capricorn asks you to pull that dream down into reality and work on it this year. So you'll start a list. Thanks, Cherokee. Good idea. So, wow, you got something. Okay, so it's a new moon, Aquarius, but you're being asked to simplify your life, which means it's an ending into a beginning. And it's one that's going to require you to work with others to make it a smooth transition. Oh, okay, we're not taking that many. Or we are. Okay, you have faith in your dreams. Hold your vision. That's basically saying the same thing. And then the third one says prosperity lies ahead. So, but you have simplify your life. So this tells me that you've got too much going on, and some things need to be let go of to create space, to create organization, to be able to focus on where it is that you're going. You have cooperation instead of competition. And so it could be that you need to ask for help, right? Sometimes it's hard to ask for help because we think we could do everything ourselves. However, when we allow other people to help us, when we allow other people to give them the gift of also giving, it's part of their soul growth too. So look around. Where can you get some help? Because you are embarking on a new adventure. You are embarking on a new adventure, and prosperity lies ahead. This looks really good, but you got too much going on. And there's a need to let some of that stuff go. Simplifying your life may simply mean organizing your desk, getting some of the stuff off of your to-do list. So look around. Where can you find the help to help you do that? So, all right. Who is in the chat that I don't know about? Okay, I'm on top of it. How's that? Great. So let's see who's next. Leo, you are up. So Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, New Moon in Capricorn. What do you need to know? What kind of messages are coming from Spirit? So, oh, Cherokee, I want to publicly, I know we had a conversation about this, but I really do want to publicly thank you so much for getting online this morning and letting everybody know that the videos, that I was aware of the audio problem. Oh my gosh. And I feel like I should be upset, but I'm not as upset as you might think, because I keep thinking that the messages must have been, I remember coming out of those videos thinking that, boy, it's going to be a tough week. So instead, talk about what's good and what's fun. And so right now, if you're in chat, think about something really fun and positive that happened for you this weekend, and put it in the chat so that we can share the joy around a little. So here's your chance to brag about some good news that happened for you, something fun that you did or had happened to you, or it's just something you're proud of, some kind of an accomplishment. The fact that nobody's putting anything in there's got me a little concerned. Wow. Okay, Leo, you also have simplifying your life. What I said, Cherokee, was that I would like it, since the energy is kind of tough, if everybody would just put something in the chat about something good that happened in the last few days, something exciting, something that makes them feel feels good, right? Just some kind of thing. Well, okay. Did you get it, or should I type it in? All right, so Leo, you have simplify your life. Gosh, every Leo I know is super stupid busy right now. Okay, so yes, you have a lot going on. What can you cut your phone call? Okay. Yeah. I can't talk and type. You made a new friend, and your daughter started her last semester. Oh my God, Lizzie's already. Oh. Hey Amanda, good to see you. So Amanda, so far we have done Aquarius, and now we're on Leo, so you haven't missed any of your top 3. So here we go. Simplifying your life, Leo. Take some stuff off the plate. Clear your desk, delegate a little, and count your blessings. Sometimes when we have a lot going on, we're like, oh my gosh, there's so much happening, and I'm just so overworked, and I've got so much. And Spirit is asking you to raise your vibration by taking a moment to pull your energy in and to list out the things that you're grateful for, sort of like what's going on right now, where I'm asking you to put something in the chat that was a happy moment for you. It's like to look around and find the joy, because you have counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have keeps you centered in your heart instead of fixated on your worries that are in your mind. And when I see someone that's this busy and they've got this list, I think it's just a moment of taking that breath and then thinking, looking around and seeing what's really good. And so sometimes, like when I'm really stressed out when I'm driving and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be late. That happens. But then I'll be like, oh, wow, that's so pretty over there. And I just take a moment to like enjoy where I am and bring myself back in, because you do have a very busy thing going on. It's time to take action. So this new moon in Capricorn is going to kind of shoot you out there like a cannon on some project. And so simplifying your life a little, removing what's not working, or reorganizing or something, and taking time to count your blessings will be the key to sanity. I just heard. Great. Okay. Key to your sanity. Key to your sanity. All right. Next up, here you go, Amanda. Just in time. We have Pisces. All right. Pisces it is. So Amanda, if you could put something in the chat, something positive that happened for you. Nancy, is it really positive that Lizzie's starting her last semester? Because I mean, then is she going away to college? Hey there, Rory, good to see you. So yes, Rui, since you're just joining us, put something positive that's happened to you in the chat. We're trying to raise the vibrational energies because we got some, tough energies out there right now. Okay. But we're going to beat it with hope and love and happiness and joy, right? Okay. I did Aquarius, I did Leo, and now I am on Pisces. Whoa, these go. You have igniting courage and breaking barriers. I feel like those barriers are self-limiting beliefs. Like maybe you weren't thinking you were capable enough, or you didn't have enough. Feels like self-limiting, like you were down on yourself. Today you started a new job, yes, and you moved into a new place. Wow. All right, Rui, congratulations. Way to start it out. Oh my gosh. I think Spirit has a message. This one says declutter. So we've had three signs. Two of them said simplify your life, but it looks like you're sweeping stuff out and declutter. For the third one, you will feel better and be more focused if you take time to clear away things. Well, yeah, when you just move in, that's probably something too. But maybe it's a okay. All right, that looks good, Nancy. I'm thinking that maybe the chaos after the holidays season needs to be straightened out. Okay. Ooh, Pisces. You have adjustments that are required. I think that has to do with, in order to break the barriers and break through and to ignite and move things forward, you're going to have to believe in yourself. You're going to have to trust in yourself. So some of this adjustment that has to take place right here, you know, between the ears, with that stinking thinking and trust in yourself and believe in yourself. But then also some of the adjustments might be that you need to declutter. You need to move some stuff out. I feel like move some stuff out. So, all right. So actually, Rui and Amanda, I think you both have just recently moved. And I know that every time I move and I'm unpacking my stuff, I'm like, why did I bring this? There's always that, why did I bring this item? And then I have to toss it at the new place. And I'm like, wow, I hauled that in here for no reason. Okay. So kind of take a look at your stuff when you're going through there. And then also, here you go, Pisces, a new romantic cycle is beginning. A new romantic cycle. Super cool. So also, if you're trying to bring in a new romantic cycle because you're like, I don't know who's out there, clearing some space in your closet so you can so that there's room for someone to put stuff in your closet. It creates the energy of welcoming. So yeah. Okay, Cherokee, you are so boy crazy. Just saying. All right, so let's see. Virgo, look at that. Amanda is just on time for everything. Okay. A new romantic cycle does not mean an end of a cycle. It doesn't mean an end of a relationship. In some cases, it means taking it to a newer, deeper, higher level. So for instance, maybe there's somebody you've been talking to, but now they ask you out. Or now you've been dating for a while, but now they're like, hey, I want to take you home to meet my parents. Sometimes, you know, it's it didn't say a cycle was ending. There was a new cycle, and there was nothing that showed there was an ending of a cycle. So I feel like it's a moving of a cycle, either from not having a relationship into starting to have a relationship, or taking a current relationship to a new level. There was nothing about that made me feel like it was a breakup. So, all right, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Oh, but then not Pisces, Virgo. And we have, I didn't write it down. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. Shoot. All right. But Virgo has conclusions are in reach. So Amanda no longer promised you that. But I feel like with you, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of things that are pending that need to be wrapped up. And that kind of, when I see conclusions are in reach, it feels like it's an ongoing thing that's been building and building. And it's not a surprise. It's just finally, like, finally, we're going to get this done. Finally, that's going to happen. Right? So, oh, okay. So conclusions are within reach. So it's something you've been, wow, it's something you've been trying to get done because you have obstacles and blocks are being lifted. So the conclusions are in reach because something that's been stopping, something that's been stagnating, and something that's been holding you back is moving out of the way. But what's really interesting here is that you have awakening ancient wisdom. And so maybe the blockages is that maybe the conclusions are that you are moving into a new cycle of awakening. Also, it could be, for some of you, I'm hearing that you are tapping into your Kosh records. You are tapping into your ancient wisdom and knowledge, and it is guiding you. It is like, I've seen this, or I know how to handle this, or this is what I need to do to fix this, because you're able to reach into the wisdom that you have from your higher self to help you figure out what it is that you need to do to lift the obstacles or blocks to move something forward. And that's how you're going to be able to get through and have the conclusion. And so there's kind of that. Ezra, are you talking to Amanda or are you talking to me about the conversation? Yes, stepping out of your fear. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So next we have Taurus. Time for the bulls. The running of the bulls. All right. So 2230. All right, Taurus. Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. So I will say this. I don't remember much. About the channels, but I do remember Taurus. What I saw for you guys was there was this theme park with a roller coaster on it, and I heard a couple of things. I heard that song Roller Coaster, and a couple of my guides were singing it, and they were doing the bump. It was pretty funny. That's why I remember this. But then they said, it's not your circus and not your monkeys. And so there's a situation, Taurus, where there's a lot of emotional drama going on around you, and you don't have to engage. You don't have to engage unless you choose to. Ooh, I told you, it's the running of the bulls. You guys are breaking barriers. You guys are on the move. Oh, I saw that last week with you guys. Those are cute little emojis. Are those the ones that are on YouTube when you're doing YouTube live? I've never noticed them. Oh my God, I should I should play with them next time before I get started. Okay, you have no more complaining. Declutter. That's 5 out of 4, right? And moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job that pays the bills. So maybe what you're going to declutter, what you're going to Okay, so maybe in order to get to where you want to go, maybe you have a dream that needs to be funded. The No More Complaining says, complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never truly spiritual. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. And so I think the barrier that you break is that you have imposed some kind of a limit on yourself where you're like, I can't do that because, I really want to, but I can't because of XYZ. And one of the ways you might be able to solve your problem is by picking up a second form of income. Another way that you might be able to do it, decluttering. One person's trash is another person's treasure. So maybe when you're decluttering, you can find things that you can sell. But again, what did it say? With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch positive affirmations blossom into reality, and you have confidence is the key. So I think it's just a matter of trusting yourself to break through these barriers and dig a little deeper and do what you need to do. I feel weird saying that to a Taurus, but that's definitely what the message is here. And so dig a little deeper, do what you need to do, release and let go of anything that is not serving you, that is not helping you to get to where it is that you want to go. Let it go. And then, and then stride forward. There is nothing stopping you. I feel like the only thing that's stopping you would be you. Looks like to me, whatever needs to be moved out of the way can be. This is going to take you being confident. You are free to go. It's on your vision board. It is, Jen. It really is an excellent thing. Oh, Cherokee, but when you get home, you can't complain there either. When you get home, you're going to have a lot on your plate. So it's a good thing you're going to be able to knuckle down and take care of it. We do need to declutter our lives, Amanda. So I used to get the declutter card all the time, and I used to think, I can't get rid of any more stuff. I keep getting rid and keep getting rid and I keep getting this. And Spirit was like, yeah, that's not what we're talking about. They were talking about my emotional attachments, the guilt I was carrying around with me that weren't mine to carry. My responsibilities that really weren't mine. It was like I had to clear my mental and emotional plate. I had to let myself off the hook. So sometimes that's what that's about too. Okay, Scorpio. Talk about rebirth and renewal. Scorpio, it is 29. Okay, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. So what we got for you. Is Cheyenne here? Oh, okay. Because I would really hate for you guys to be in a fist fight before you even get home. All right, Scorpio, what do we have for Scorpio? coming into power. Stepping in, stepping up. That's personal power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. That word confidently coming up again. Also, you have moonlighting. So God is your source. So if you are worried, Scorpio, about financial matters, take a look around and see how you can pick up a little extra income. But a really great mantra for that, instead of being fearful about money and finances, is you say, I always have more than enough, and there's always more in the way. And then be open to how that happens. That doesn't mean that you get to sit there on your couch meditating and thinking the money's going to fall out of the sky. I mean, it might, but most likely you're going to have to, take some action. Okay, so again, this is a new moon, and yet every sign, I think, except maybe one, what do you need to release? So declutter, simplify, and what do you need to release? And so for Scorpio, the key for you is communication. Part of what you might need to release would be your insecurities about a situation. Your insecurities about, if you're looking for a job, don't be afraid to say what your qualifications are. That's that power boldly and confidently, right? But what do you need to release? So maybe you need to change a job because you're not happy where you are. You're not making enough there. But this is happening in your house of communication. So communication is the key. Whatever is going on, this is email communication. This is communication with family members. This is intimate communications, because it's in your third house. So it's in the house of your private sector of your chart. And there is a need to believe and trust that there's no limit to your abilities to make stuff happen. Okay. All right, Scorpio. So I feel like you don't really understand what's happening here. I want another card. I want to know, looks like there's a financial thing. That's one thing. I think, let's look at this communication and what do you need to release, because I feel like they're connected, but not with the other thing. Okay, you're worried about money. All right, because we have the King of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So if you need a raise at work, confidence and power coming into your power, King of Wands, sit down, write down what you bring to the table. You don't just go in and say, I need a raise because, my kids need new shoes or whatever. That's not what you're doing here. You're going in and saying, this is what I bring to the table. This is what I do. And I think that I deserve to be paid a little more based on all the stuff that I do. But make sure you take the time to sit down and write it out ahead of time, like a spreadsheet to yourself, so that when you go in to talk, your talking points are very clear and you know what it is that you're asking for and why. Cherokee, are you writing down their questions? Because because they're going to get lost in the chat. That's my new partner that I'm worried about. He thinks my concerns with COVID. Okay. So, Amanda, you express your concerns and you determine what your limits and your boundaries are. And then he expresses his concerns and he says what his limits and boundaries are. And if they're not compatible, it's not you controlling him. You choosing to say, this doesn't work for me is legit. Or him choosing to say, this doesn't work for me is legit. And if you can't find a way to compromise over something like this, which seems to have more to do with not COVID, but control issues for both of you. If you guys can't manage this, then I would say that there's a lesson for you both to learn how to manage feeling controlled and being controlling. So there's got to be a way to learn how to compromise. But at the same time, you know, you have valid concerns, and I'm sure he has valid thoughts too. Can you work it out? And that's part of learning how to be in a partnership with somebody. There is no right or there's no right or there's no wrong. There's just choices that everybody's going to make based on what they're comfortable with in their heart of hearts. But selling your soul to be with somebody that makes you really uncomfortable is giving away a part of yourself, and that's not anything you should ever do, right? All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Let's just all stand up and scream, yes. Okay, so you have sever vows of poverty and rising above. So when you say I never have enough money, you're creating a vow of poverty. Words are powerful, but you may have in a previous life taken a vow of poverty, especially if you did some kind of a religious service in a previous lifetime. And so this is you saying, I sever all vows of poverty, past, present, and future, across all lifetimes and all timelines. I ask Saint Michael or Archangel Metatron to help me cut and sever the vows of poverty. I am more than enough, and I always have more than enough. And you rise above. You level yourself up. This new moon is an opportunity to plant that seed of intention that you are abundance. And it's just a seed. It will have to be cultivated. It'll have to be nurtured. It'll have to be fertilized in order to grow. But you are more than enough. You have more than enough. And so you take back your power. And that's how that works. This is really a very wonderful message for you, Capricorn. So happy birthday to you. Speaking of happy birthday, Brandy gonna make it? All right. All right, who do we have next? We have Cancer. Cancer's next. All right, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. New moon in Capricorn in your 7th house of partnerships. Could be romantic, could be business. Let's see what we get here. While she was feeding the baby. Aww. Okay. Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? What's going on for Cancer? Whoa, I don't want a book. Ah. Cancer, you also have the end of a tough cycle approaches and a fiery climax approaches. Okay, so when those two cards come together, that almost sounds like a big, major, explosive argument or a storming out of the doors or yeah, no, we're done with this kind of feeling. So, oof, that would be that Mars in Uranus energy. Mars and Uranus conjunct energy, I should say. They're in Taurus. See what else there is. Okay. Yep. All right. It says ask for your needs to be met. The guy, if you don't ask, the angels can't help you. They are here to remind you that what is it that you need? Do you need money? Do you need support? Do you need somebody to help you? Yeah, look at me, right? The angels can only, unless it's a dire emergency, they cannot step in because of free will unless you ask. So you have to ask. There's something that I have been wanting for a long, long time, and I talk about it all the time. And then this summer, I was like, why can't you please just help with this? And I literally heard in my head, oh, and she finally asked. Because I'm like, no, I ask all the time. They're like, nope, you talk about it, but you don't ask. So ask. All right, so we have igniting courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. Whatever this is, you're going to have to stand up for yourself, but also ask for the divine guidance and help that is available to you to come and help you, to show you the way, to give you the information you need, to lead the way. It's going to take a lot of courage to do what you have to do. When I say fiery climax, that's pretty big. So, you know, it's in the 7th house. It could be business. It could be personal. But there's a situation where it is time for you to say, I'm strong, I'm valiant, I'm courageous. And angels and guides, please show me the way. Let me know what to do. But it is an end of a tough cycle, and you're very intuitive, and I'm sure that you can figure out how to get through it, but just ask for the help you need along the way. Okay. What do we got? Gemini. The twins. All right. Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. Okay, you guys are having a big year. This new moon that is happening in your 8th house of transformation. And this new moon has got some strong aspects around it, making it a really important one. So what is it in your life that you are trying to transform? What are you trying to do? Create. It is a seed. Seed is like a seed that you're planting so that you can get what you want to grow, though. You're going to have to do the work. It's not going to be handed to you this year. Not like it usually gets handed to you anyways, right? But for sure, we got to do the stuff. Denise, I'm going to segue for just a second back to that Cancer one. I hope you were listening. Whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish here, make sure you are asking the angels to come and help that bank decision to go in the direction that is for the best and the highest good of all. Ask for the help that you need. All right, Gemini, you have let go of guilt. The thing about guilt is it really weighs down our soul. We're all learning, we're all growing. So when something happens, instead of feeling guilty about it, and there's a certain amount, I'm not talking about somebody that doesn't have any empathy, but there is a need to say, okay, all right, so I didn't get that right. You do, you apologize, you try to make the amends, but you don't carry the guilt baggage around with you because you were supposed to learn something. And so what did you learn? And so you have cherishing self. I accept and love myself. So whatever this is, I feel like you're beating yourself up over it. Did you apologize? It is not up to, it is not someone else's responsibility to make you feel better by saying that they forgive you. And honestly, it's not about that. It is about taking ownership and responsibility. And that's why you say you're sorry. Not because you need someone to forgive you, but because you need to say, I accept responsibility for my part in this. And then once you do that, you really do that inside and you do the hard work of looking at the situation where you go, okay, so what did I learn from this? What do I need to do? And how do I make sure that I don't, do this again? Then you let yourself off the hook because you learned what you were supposed to learn. You have your commitment is being tested. I feel like this is the commitment that you're making to yourself to take care of yourself and honor yourself. Don't beat yourself up. We all screw up. We do. We have to accept it. We have to accept responsibility for it. We have to try to make reparations. But we don't have to go around dragging that guilt with us through lifetimes. Release the karma, let it go. Well, that was pretty heavy. All right. Can we lighten it up around here next? Well, maybe. We have Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising. New Moon in Capricorn, second house of what you value, self-esteem, self-worth, self-love, finances. Honestly, Cherokee, that chat, right, except for you, it's like so quiet. It's like everybody's like, this is such weird, funky energy today, right? It just kind of is. I promise you guys, by the time we get through, I want to say through January, it gets better. It'll help when we get into Aquarius. All right. All right. So, Cherokee, we're going to test your intuition there, right? You're like, yeah, I knew I wanted to be next. Tell me what you think the overall theme for Sagittarius is going to be. Just take a guess. Come on, what do you think it is? I challenge you. Let go of control issues, trust. Okay. Not really, but yes. Okay, so what we have here is a time to give rather than take, but it is the new moon in Virgo, so you're so tired today, right? Everybody's tired. Okay, new moon in Virgo. Virgo energy is kind of controlling, so we'll give you that. But what I really like is, okay, you also are supposed to let go of guilt. And that must be what this is. We have flying free and look at the bigger picture and letting go of guilt. So I almost feel like freeing yourself, allowing yourself to accept. Okay, so South Node is in Sagittarius, so it is releasing. You're doing a lot of, so looking at the big picture and having a full moon in Sagittarius, that is really like full South Node energy there. So the bigger picture is what doesn't work anymore. What do you need to let go of so that you can fly free? Because look, you also have making a difference. This making a difference here, that I don't know if you can see it, it's a guy putting a starfish into the water. And the story behind that is, of course, there's this boy that was running up and down the beach, throwing all these little starfish that had beached themselves into the water, but there were so many on the beach. And this guy walks by and he says, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, I'm putting the starfish back in." And he's like, "There's so many, you know, you can't really, you aren't going to make a big difference." And he goes, "But I'm making a difference to this one." So where can you make a difference? It doesn't have to be like fixing the whole world, but in somebody's life, yours or someone else's, where can you make a difference and really impact things? And you also have moonlighting. So again, there is this releasing that's coming up here. It's the letting go of guilt. So this letting go of guilt, releasing, decluttering. There's like, it's a new moon, but it feels like a full moon energy. Like everybody's just trying to let things go. This new moon is happening at the exact same degree on the same day that Jupiter and Saturn conjunct last year when we first learned about COVID. So it's something really heavy that needs to be released. And I think it's because of that cycle of just coming right back to that point that's got everybody kind of in this gotta let stuff go in order to set ourselves free energy. We have Libra next. So Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising. So this is happening in your fourth house of home. New beginnings, new opportunities, plant a seed of intention for what it is that you want to create. Well, I'll be really honest with you. In these three decks, I think there's only one love card. And it's a Libra card, so maybe. It is a new moon in Capricorn, but it feels like the energy. Oh, that card said new moon in Virgo because the cards all have things, but it just carries with it the energy of it for what's kind of going on here. It is a new moon in Capricorn, but it has a lot of energy around it of like a ending of a cycle to begin a new cycle. It's just crazy upside down here. All right, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Well, you may not like it, but he will. New moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Nose to the grindstone. All right. Launching your new journey and following your bliss. Heading in the direction you want. Wherever it is that you are trying to go, Libra, you are making some real progress. By listening to your heart, what does your heart want? What's important to you? How, you know, the effort that you've been putting in to get to where you are now. But again, we have a releasing card, but this one is clearing your debts. So your hard work is paying off. So maybe you've been really nose to the grindstone trying to pay off debts, maybe so that you could buy a home, because it is in your fourth house of home. But there's something here that's really important. Just trying to make your way forward here. You are making a lot of progress. So just keep at it. If you don't have a plan to clear your debts, then this new moon is a good one to use, because Venus, that rules your sign, is in Capricorn currently. She's not conjunct with us, but her energy is still there, and she likes to have money under control when she's in an earth sign. And so, you know, coming up with a good plan would be beneficial and supported by this energy. So something to keep in mind. Yes, that does. It sounds like him. Yeah, well, it did come out. It came out for Pisces, Cherokee. Oh, last sign already. Here we go. Aries. Hey, Jen. Last, not least. Saving the best for last. It's Aries. Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. 5630. All right, Aries, what's up? That's exactly. Venus conjunct your midheaven in Capricorn. Midheaven being all about the career, Venus there. That says financial opportunities through career work, definitely. Definitely. Aries, you have trust in your intuition. Trust in your intuition. So the new moon is like a doorway that opens, and this right here looks like a keyhole. So you hold the key to figuring out what you're supposed to do to get to where you want to go, and that key is your intuition. All right. Meditate and contemplate. Wow, Aries. It's time to dig a little deeper. When you have meditate and contemplate and trust in your intuition, if there's something you're wrestling with, if you are trying to sort it out, asking for guidance, how do you do that? Okay. Oh, ooh. I just wanted to get something out. So for some of you, releasing jealousy came out. So trusting your intuition, releasing jealousy says to me that for some of you, if you're feeling jealous, is it founded? Is the guy or the girl cheating or not? Trust your intuition to answer that question. But if they are, what are you jealous about? If they don't know how awesome you are, that's their problem. You let them go. Just saying. For the rest of you, we've got cooperation instead of competition. How can you work together? Because we have dreams of abundance. So, following your intuition to work with, choosing who to work with, how to work with them in order to meet this goal, this dreams of intuition. And I just want you to look at how much the colors on these two cards really match up. So trust in your intuition. Okay, so Amanda, feeling jealous of how free he feels. If you're too much into fear and you think it's unfounded yourself, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to handle that. There is being responsible, and there is hiding away. You know, I still go out and do stuff. I take hand sanitizer, I wear a mask, I get tested every week so I can keep my clients safe. But I don't go out a lot, and I don't see a lot of people. When people come to my house, they wear masks. When I go to their house, you know, I wear a mask and, you know, keep my distance. And so I protect others in my best of my ability. I mean, I already had COVID. I could probably get it again, who knows? But I don't really worry about it. I'm mostly worried about not being someone that's transferring it to someone who hasn't had it and can't handle it. So I don't really know what to say. All right, Cherokee, what was that list? Nancy's first. Nancy, do we have a question for Nancy? Nancy, woohoo! While Nancy is getting back to us with a question, I am going to pull a card for Kay. So you don't have a question. All right. And then I'm going to pull a card for you, Nancy, and I'm going to pull one for Kay out of my Guardian Angel deck. Not mine. It's actually Tony Carmine Salerno's, but it's messages of love and healing and inspiration and peace. And I just feel like we need more of that right now. So for you, Nancy, we have gratitude. Thank you, it says with an exclamation point. This is a heartfelt thanks to you from someone you recently helped in some way. I, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate to the earth, humanity, and those around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. Wow. Okay, Nancy, for someone who has a job where you don't hear that enough, what you do does not go unnoticed. All right. Now I'm going to pull one for Kay. Or two for Kay. All right, Kay, you have acceptance. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. And then the next one is a prayer. Dear God, source, light, whatever you want to call that, help me always to remember this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me to always remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. And so when I'm reading these two cards together, Kay, help me to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. That is part of this acceptance of there's nothing to change about you because God is within you. The divine spark of all that is part of you and you are part of it. Okay? All right. Who is next? And do we have an actual question or am I just pulling a love card? And by love, I mean guardian angel love. Okay, John, you just want one of these? I didn't see a question come through for John. Hello? All right, Jen, I'm going to put one of these for you then because I'm not seeing anything. Nobody's responding. Oh God, you got the same one that Kay just had. Really? Okay. All right. So Jen, you're supposed to remember, dear God, always help me to remember that life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me to always remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me to always remember the love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. And then you have gratitude. Thank you. Oh my God, this is the one that I swear, didn't you guys see me shuffle? This is the same one that Nancy got. Thank you. This is a heartfelt thanks from someone you recently helped in some way. I, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate. To the earth, humanity, and those around you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. Oh, all right. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Okay. I did give you something good, right? All right. So, Denise. Again, part of this would be requirement on your part to try to manifest by asking the angels and the guides to help you to have the outcome that it is that you are going for. But I will go ahead and I will pull some cards on that and see what I see. I will not answer a question about investing money, but I will see what I see here. I'm going to see what basically for your overall financial picture, what direction things are going in. I am not going to tell you what is going to happen. I'm going to strongly suggest, again, I keep hearing from them, you need to be asking them for help. Okay, so, but let's just see here what the basic direction is that you are going in. All right, you know, this looks really good. You have the Page of Pentacles, which is finding that which is of value. See, that looks like that great big seed that's going to be planted, only it's really big and it's already grown a little bit. You have the Page of Swords. Now, pages are seeking more information and more guidance. So you need to be asking for help from the divine, but also from people who know stuff about the money and asking for the help and the guidance you need from people who can answer your questions. Maybe your tax accountant, maybe the banker. You need to seek more answers. You have an Ace of Cups, which is a nice beginning, and we have the Ten of Cups. And when I see this together, it feels like an opportunity for something to grow into something very abundant. Okay, that feels good in the heart space. So, but there's 2 pages here, which means you need a lot more information. So keep doing the homework. Keep asking the questions. And just because one bank says no, there's lots of banks out there. You know, there's lots of banks out there. Okay. All right. Amanda, what was Amanda's question though? Okay. All right, Jen. Good. Good, good, good. Just what you needed. All right. Amanda, focusing my energy on the right relationships. Amanda, do you know where am I going to tell you should be focusing the energy? Do you know where? That was a pop quiz. Oh yeah, on me. Every relationship is a mirror. Whenever we have something come up in a relationship that triggers, that is an opportunity for growth. It is an opportunity to look at it and go, okay, what is it I'm supposed to be learning about myself? It doesn't necessarily, and people who are growing together and developing together, you did all pass it. Good job. When you're growing together, when you're working together to help each other and to learn and to grow together, that's a good relationship. You can't get it right all the time, but you have to be willing to work. You have to be able to have the conversations. You have to be able to be moving in that direction. And so when I knew that was going to come up. Okay. Okay. So the question is always you have to go and take a look at yourself. So and I don't want to. Hey, Dale, good to see you. I knew I forgot somebody. I'm so sorry. Amanda, let's talk later this week, okay? I really don't want to have this discussion here, okay? But it's interesting. It's really interesting. So mostly what I'm going to say is work on compromising. Work on how to give and receive. And so I would say don't tell him not to go to the parties. Just tell him that you can't see him for a couple weeks afterwards if you choose to go. Right? So, but there's a need for you to soften your stance a little. Okay? Rui's next. Oh, Rui had a question. What was it, Rui? Didn't I see one? Maybe not. Okay. Well, then, Amanda, stand by it. But the most important relationship you're ever going to work on is the one you have with yourself. Hey, Dale. All right. No question for Dale either, huh? Rui, do you have a question? Because you are totally next. Okay. I'm just going to pull a card for Rui. Then I'm going to pull a card for Cherokee and one for Dale because I have a meeting that I have to get to. Is there anyone else in the chat? Okay. Well, for Rui, dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me to manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me to feel eternally loved. Thank you for always being by my side. So, when I'm reading this, I feel like make sure you're asking for the help that you need along the way. Again, the angels can only help us if we ask them. Oh, Cherokee, you got the gratitude one. This one just wants to keep popping out. It's like Spirit wants to tell everybody, thank you so much. You have this one. Thank you. This is a heartfelt thanks to you from someone you recently helped in some way. I'm guessing it's someone besides me because you help everybody. I, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate to the earth, humanity, and those around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. And for Dale, you have, wow, like it's on a loop. Dear God, help me to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me to always remember that this life is but a dream. Help me to remember that you exist with everyone and everything. Help me to always remember that love is all there and that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. I swear I've already seen that one tonight, but maybe not. I mean, there's a lot of them here. All right, so everybody, thank you so much. I love you. Thanks for stopping by and spending Monday night with me. And I will get the videos out, the new videos, over the next couple of days. So as soon as I get one done, I will pop it in, and so they won't be dropping all at once. So just keep your eyes out. And first one out will be Capricorn. It is your birthday month, and then after that, we'll just let Spirit pick them. All right. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.